Welcome to Conservative Currents. In today's news, Senator Elizabeth Warren seems to be supporting New York City mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani. See for yourself.
When someone stands up and says, I will lead this city by making it more affordable, and here are my plans, real plans, plans to deliver on childcare, plans to deliver on housing, plans to deliver, we're going to experiment, we're going to try things on groceries. That is the Democratic message.
Yeah, she says they're going to try some things on groceries. What that really means is basically the government taking ownership of the grocery stores, thereby debilitating what we all know as capitalism. Not only debilitating, basically eliminating it. And that's just one of the plans that this mayoral candidate has already discussed and put forward in his campaign. As always, President Trump had something to say about this. Check this out.
I watched this lunatic, Pocahontas. She's a total lunatic. I don't know what she's on. She's all jumping up and down like I've never seen anything like it, talking about supporting the communist mayor. And he's not a socialist. He's a communist, okay? This is not a socialist mayor. This is a communist. If you look at any of his policies and go back 6 months, you don't even have to go back further than that. So they want to put a communist in New York. Now, the good news is we have a lot of power over that because we're the ones with the money. We send the money. We don't send the money.
So that was President Trump being President Trump, calling Senator Warren Pocahontas a lunatic. In this particular case, who can disagree? This candidate is clearly a communist. There's really no other way to say it. And he seems to be proud until really confronted with the actual overt accusation of being a communist. It is amazing to me to see how little by little the socialists and the communists within the left have made gains on taking over what is the Democratic Party. Here is what businessman Kevin O'Leary had to say about this.
But this comment she's making about affordability in New York, she's full of poo-poo on that. The reason you don't have affordability in New York is because of policy. It has been mismanaged now for decades. And so if you're a developer like I am, I would love to invest in affordable housing in New York. I need a permit. You can't put rent control on it, or I can't get a return for investors. And what happens is the capital just goes somewhere else. What he's proposing, particularly on rent control, and I don't know yet because I haven't met with him yet and I'm trying to get a meeting, on a new building, on a new development, on new capital coming in, is he going to put rent control on that? There won't be any capital. Nobody's going to invest in that. He's got to understand, if you want to have policy like that in a state, the founding fathers made it competitive. You don't have to invest in New York.
He just spelled it out in plain English. It's basically a very simple formula. If you put a communist in the position of power for the city of New York, it's pretty clear that businesses are going to flee. New investment is going to do a U-turn. It's going to go somewhere else, as Kevin O'Leary mentioned, to states like Florida, Tennessee, Texas, you name it, anywhere but New York. It makes no sense. I'm not sure I understand why the people of New York City are actually considering electing an individual like this. It's just a matter of time if this person's elected before the economy of the city of New York, perhaps even the state, and the freedoms of the people who live there are just obliterated.
Now, Senator Warren wants socialist communist Zohran Mamdani's idea to have taxpayer-funded and government-owned grocery stores. Communist Venezuela has a severe food crisis. It's got 20,000 government-owned grocery stores, Kevin. I mean, 40% of Venezuelans' children are malnourished, they're going hungry. And also this, Kevin, didn't Joe Biden turn over his entire White House to the far left, and then inflation hit 40-year highs? I mean, when Champagne socialists claim they're going to make something free, it's just going to make something more unaffordable or less available. And everyone's taxes go up.
That was well said. Communism is no bueno. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment or two below. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share, and I will catch you next time.